We'll be starting in 2:05. So let's give ourselves 1 more minute before we start this project briefing. Okay, hi, good afternoon all. Okay, we'll start the online project briefing for Amber House. Okay, once again, good afternoon. I'm Jeffrey Lau. I'm the project general manager in charge of this upcoming new launch, Amber House. Thank you for taking your precious time today to join our online Zoom session. So, I would like to share something. Okay, so basically today we have three presenters today with us. So, namely, Alex from ADDP. He's the senior principal architect. Okay, so he's the brainchild behind this product. So later we'll hear insight from Alex. So followed by Tinderbox. He's our landscape architect, Pei Chong. And last but not least, we have our ID design from Superfat Design, May. So she'll be sharing with you all the design concept and why certain thing is designed in the manner. Because this product itself, I would say, is a very, very exclusive boutique development, right in a very highly sought after Amber Garden Road itself. Right. So okay. Give me a minute. Maybe need some technical error. So at the my next slide will be on our most important info that a lot of our agent partners will want to know, which is what is the agent commission. So even without that slide, I'm able to narrate to you what is the so I think for this product, we are going to preview end of this month. So let me see if it's up. Okay. Can, so I've covered the agenda. Okay, so the next part. So I think for this new launch itself, I think in Amber itself, currently there's no supply of brand new units in the location. So for us itself, we are really putting in a lot of emphasis in the market needs and demands. So later on along the sharing itself, you're able to hear the concept and what angles we took on in designing and coming into putting into this development itself. So the part that I was sharing that is the agent commission. So for this product, for launch itself will be minimally 2.5% plus a small special incentive. So nearer to our preview, which I just have mentioned, will be targeting on the 28th of June. We'll be sharing with you the full details. So with this itself, I will not keep the time waiting. I'll hand over the time to Alex. Do pay attention. He'll be sharing with you the insights of this product. All right, Alex.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Hi, I'm Alex Tang from ADTP Architects. So now I'll covers the architecture and also the design idea behind Amber House. Amber House is the project names. I'll touch on a bit on the project information, a bit dry. It's located at the prestige East Coast Amber Garden area, lined by along Amber Garden Amber Road. The tenure of the land is freehold, District 15, with a very limited 105 units from comprises of two bedroom study, three-bedroom study, and two numbers of premium unit with private lift. That's a three-bedroom and four-bedroom. Expected possession will be end 2029. For the teams, design architect is ADTP Architects, and then the structure is P&T Consultant, M&E is WSP Consultant. Landscape architect is Tinderbox, who will be sharing with us his idea for this proposal. QS is DLSC, project interior is ADP, working together with Superfat. Excuse me. So some more information. This is a residential zoning with gross floor area of with the site area is 10,643.92 meters square. As stated earlier, is one block, 16-story with two basement. There's 105 units, and the car park provision is 1:1, which is very rare nowadays. Plus three accessible lot, and that is inclusive of EV charging. Bicycle lot going green, there's 18 lots for the residents. The number of units, information like this will be shared in the fact sheet, so I won't go too much detail. We have two types of two-bedroom, three types of three-bedroom, and one four-bedroom typology. Site location and surrounding, as I stated earlier, is at East Coast with the master plan location for residential 2.8 on the bottom right-hand side. It's very well centrally located with the newly opened Thomson East Coast Line just between Marine Parade or Tanjong Katong. So the residents can either go pick one or another facing the East Coast. Unit itself, we have a very comfortable 50-meter from the sea view going down to 25 and 30 to Vertis, and also about 16 from the Amber residence. This is the panoramic view towards the East Coast. I think this is something that's very rare for Singapore property, especially if you're staying in the center or the north side. MRT station, just now I highlighted, touch on, we are just 4 stops away from Garden by the Bay, 6 stops from the Marina Bay interchange, and 9 stops to Outram interchange. So it's very easily connected. Facilities, amenities, and education. I won't go into every one of them. I think this will be shared. Proximity to Chinese Swimming Club, Singapore Sports Hub are very, very near. And then East Coast wise, I think it's just driving down or cycling down the road. Aspiration, design concept. Okay, this is important to better understand what inspired this project. Amber House is inspired by many of the resort housing along the East Coast in the early days. So all this, we are talking about all this like Mayor, uh, Mountbatten, all those early days, they are staying here at the, it's a limited edition. So we want to create something that integrate the elevated living concept, open house, large landscape, where many of the time where the external and internal are integrated together. So this is what inspired the development. This one here will tell you what was the design intent. The building originally with the standard development is always seated on the ground, but what we want is we want to create more green. So we elevated the towers 12 meters from the ground, created a lot of green, and also better wind. And also with this, as you can see, the first unit will be about 12 meters from the surrounding noise and traffic with better privacy. And as we also further raise it up and created 2 layers of green and facilities. At the first story, you have more of the green, which my landscape architect will share later with. And then at the roof, we have a swimming pool, lap pool at the top. This also imply for everyone to know, our proposed second story is equivalent to the 5th story, while the 16-story highest floor is equivalent to 20th story. That's based on the typical 3.15 floor to floor. So for this one, we are giving a higher than normal. The floor to floor is 3.325 floor to floors. And that also give us the developer giving a very nice. Unfortunately, you haven't gone to the show flat. For the facade glass, we are giving a 2.6 instead of the usual 2.4 glass facade. Oops. For the ground, I won't go into too much detail, but I think from the picture of the plan, you can see that we have a very nice grand arrival. The developer has given up quite a bit of space to create a unique site. For such a narrow site, our site area, which is less than 4,000 meters square, we still want to create something unique and different. So we allocated 1/4 of the site for the landscape, for the arrival. And then, as you can see, almost 50% of the site are catered for the green arrival and planting. Towards the entrance for this development is on the okay, hold on. To have a better idea and see, I give some marking being zoom. Entrance is for Amber Garden with a drop off arrival, and then from there you go down to the basement 2. Just in case the purchaser asks, we also have another entrance towards the Amber Road, but that's more for firefighting for the development itself. The rest of the facilities, I'll leave it to my landscape architect to share with you. So the first story is more the quiet side. Not only that, with the landscape raised up, you are away from prying eyes of the surrounding residents, public that walk surrounding it. Then we fly all the way up to the highest floor. That is about 70 meters from the sky. We reach the roof garden. That's where the more private lap pool, the gym that will enjoy the view, and also a pavilion, sky pavilion for this level. The facilities, my consultant will share. Unit data. This development started from second to 16th floor, comprises of 7 units, big and small, from 2 bedrooms, and having the 3 bedroom at the corner and the 3 bedroom premium. There is a unit number 3 and number 5. Unit mix, this one you can see. And then, okay, for the unit plan, brochure plan, all this drawing and all this information will be shared by the developer to your site. I won't go through every single one of them. I'll just quickly cursory go through. For the 2 bedroom, all the 2 bedrooms are very, very efficient and nice because the design is based on the dumbbell, so very efficient. And just for everybody's record, this is based on URA harmonized GFA. So the unit that you are seeing, based on 70 meters square, you're not paying for the aircon latch, you're not paying for curtain wall. So what you're getting is a premium area usable inside. You can, from the plan, I think you can compare the kitchen countertop is very generous and more than the average. Even the study area are bigger than average. So just now that unit is without balcony. Just now that this unit is with balcony. Then the next unit is without balcony. It's very efficient. Another B2. Then quickly go to 3 bedroom. We have three type of typology. One is base 3 bedroom without kitchen, with a very long, generous living dining with a cross ventilated and the kitchen itself. For all the 3 bedrooms, we have for the master bedroom itself, we have corner glass for unobstructed view to the space. And also you can notice the master bedroom is way bigger and wider from the rest of the units, where it's comfortable to put in another side table if necessary. And oops, let me, the mouse doesn't move. All right, the next style 3 bedroom is the show unit itself. You can go and visit at the Kallang there. For this one is a private with the private lift. It's a side by side living dining, which we extend out to the balcony. So just to add on, all the unit typology, if I need to pause every now and then so that because you can see the column and the design intent. So all the balconies for units with the balconies, we have a column at the side which define the space and also to facilitate owner to have built their own zip track. The design is taking reminiscing the olden day resort home where you have uh, a wide from the living to the veranda itself is seamless. So we want to encourage the living internal space and external space continue itself. For the rest, as you can see just now I say, the master bedroom has a very nice unblocked corner glass and walk-in wardrobe. And this unit also have a very seamless for between the dry kitchen and the wet kitchen, very generous for cooking. And then at the back towards the right hand side, that's the bedroom 2 and 3 study, a very defined area. Changing between that is not so okay. Then this is another 3-bedroom with study and the walk-in wardrobe. Then the next one, this is a 4-bedroom premium with a private lift lobby also. This is one of the bigger and nicest unit where you can see it's a side by side. It's about 5.6 for the living dining and it opens to the kitchen itself. It's an open concept kitchen, but yet enclosable if where needed. So the activities is flow through, and if you continue out to the when during having party, you can extend to the balcony itself. And as you continue, there's a defined private area, bedroom 2 and 3, and also the 4, until where the master bedroom, you have a enclosed its own private large balcony for the owner, and which also come with 5 piece, a bathtub, 2 basin, and then the usual and a very nice long walk-in wardrobe, which is never enough for the ladies, but it's always longer is better. Okay, now I touch on the facade itself, the building. I think you can see the building is elevated up with a very prominent column of columns which define the spaces below. So when you arrive, you can see the units are all up above with all the activities below the spaces. And the facade itself, each unit have a canopy on top, RC ledge with a 2.6 glass picture glass. You are not able to see some of the built-in for the facade itself. So it's good you visit the show unit at the show flat. Then you can see how big and generous. So all the units are having a 2.6 meter high picture glass with all the balcony, also glass balustrade for to enhance better acoustic noise for the residents. And as you can see, so the bottom side is where all the facilities, the pavilions, and also the function rooms, and the top is where the swimming pool. Any question, you can collate with your team members and then send to the team, and then we'll try to answer you back in together with the fact sheet. Now I hand over to my landscape architect, Pek Chong. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Okay, the next few slides, I'm going to go through with you the design idea that we have for the landscape in Amber House. We started the project few years back with the idea that this is a small project, but despite of its size, there's something that we can do in terms of landscape or garden design that could make this a unique experience as you come into the slides itself. As Alex has mentioned earlier, the landscape happened on 2 levels. One on the ground, which we have put in effort to enhance the arrival experience of coming into this property itself. The landscape also enhances the branding of the product itself, and half the site is actually given into enhancing this arrival, and we have the other areas on the ground also catering to amenities that relates to the function room that is on the ground floor. There is a wading pool as well as a pet corner right on the ground. On the roof itself, this is where the main pool will be 30-meter long and about 2 swimming lane. At one end, there is a spa pool and a very generous pool deck serving the main pool itself. Also on the rooftop is the gym, and this one also had a gourmet pavilion next to the gym. So these two images which Alex have shown earlier kind of give you an idea where the landscape is situated in the project itself. I think you have a clear picture when you visit the show flat to see the model. If you look at the rendering, the autumn yellow color that is rendered on the landscape on the ground is not a mistake. It's actually an intention that we have to create a sense of autumn feel to the project as you enter. Again, visit the show flat. The courtyard planting will give you an idea of what we're trying to achieve. The next few slides, I will bring you through the various spaces that is being created in this project. This is what you see as you arrive. A lot of effort have been taken to make sure that the entrance experience and the experience of arrival is a good one. As you enter, gardens, softscapes, and greets you. And this leads you up to the lift lobby area. Again, we created comfortable pavilion spaces punctuated by courtyard spaces. In this picture, you see the pavilion in the foreground and the clubhouse or the function room facility at the background. Again, on the ground itself is also the wading pool, as well as residence garden lounge corner, all nicely landscape spaces on the ground. On the rooftop, again, we have the main swimming pool, 30-meter long, and 2 swimming let. And the pool itself will enjoy the city view. Again, on the same level, on the rooftop is where the gourmet pavilion is, and this is where the residents could gather, enjoy an evening together. So I end with this slide, which is the collage of the imagery that we will see when the project is completed, and I'll hand over the presentation to May.
Thank you, Pik Chong. Thank you, Pik Chong. Okay, I'm May from Superfat Designs, here to take you through some of the interior design ideas that we had for this project. So for us, we took inspiration from the location of the development and its proximity to the coastline. We wanted all of the spaces to reflect the aspirations of the people who will be interested in purchasing this area, which is a more after the laid back vibe. So among all of the 3 spaces across the show flat as well as the sales gallery, you will find that there's a lot of similarities in terms of the material palette. And that is because we wanted to create a calming and very understated, luxurious look for this project. So we used a lot of natural materials such as natural timbers and natural stones. And we wanted to emulate the essence of a luxurious vacation retreat where you are transported away from the city and into a wellness haven instead. So throughout the sales gallery, you will see that we use a lot of these louver screens that frame and anchor the space, and these serve as a visual reminder that you are close to the coastline, and it also helps to evoke the feeling of a coastal resort. So bringing you into the 2-bedroom plus study unit, we designed this unit for a young couple, low income with no kids. They are wellness retreaters and balance believers. And for them, home is a space of refuge, both physical and mental. So this is the base provision hard finishes for the unit. It's a very minimalistic palette, which has a lot of natural elements, such as the stone look floor tiles, quartz countertops, as well as engineered timber floors in the bedroom, as well as the base provision. So you do get a fairly compact kitchen in this unit, but it's still able to fit in all of your essential appliances as well as a washer dryer. And these are some of the kitchen appliances and sanitary fittings that are going into the unit. So there are two key things that we kept in mind when designing the space for the two-bedroom unit. Firstly, we wanted to open up the wall partially over here to create to visually enlarge the living area, and also to give the buyers an idea of flexibility and how they can use the space and encourage conversation through the space. And secondly, we also kept all of the carpentry very close to the wall, so nothing is really built out, to really enhance the generosity of space that's in your living dining, as well as to enhance the height that you get in the living room. So this is the master bedroom. Again, with a lot of the resort feel, we use the natural fiber wallpapers as well as timber screens. And finally, in the common bedroom that we have styled as a wellness corner, as well as we fit in a single size bed. And for this study corner, we have designed a very comfortable, generous study seating that, of course, you could also use as a storage space if necessary. And this is how the base provision for the kitchen look like. So this is the area for the DB cabinet, but for the show flat, we have concealed it as a mirror cladding, just to continue the feature wall that we designed. And as well as the master bathroom. So this is large format tiles that are being used in a master bath. Again, the palette is very minimalistic and sophisticated. And the common bathroom are also using the same finishes in the master bath. So there's no differentiation in terms of the material finish. Okay, moving you into the 3-bedroom premium. This unit, we have designed it for a nuclear family. They are extravagant hosts and collectors. So to them, home is a space where they are able to host gatherings to connect while still having intimate corners to unwind and relax. In terms of the base provision, it is very similar to the 2-bedroom unit, but you get real marble in the living, dining, dry kitchen, as well as the master bathroom. A breakdown of the base provision in this unit. So this is a dry kitchen with a segregated dry and wet kitchen, a segregated yard, as well as a walk-in wardrobe in the master bedroom. So kitchen appliances and sanitary fittings are very similar to the 2-bedroom unit. And this is the show flat, the 3-bedroom show flat, which we have also designed to enlarge, maximize the space visually with the use of the mirrors and all of the furniture that are kept very low to the ground. And in terms of the material palette, is slightly more elevated than the 2-bedroom unit. We are using the natural stones, such as the titanium travertine on the walls, as well as a pop of red for the accent coffee table. And as mentioned earlier, this is the shoe cabinet that will be in the foyer area. And in the master bedroom, you get a very generous amount of space. We are able to fit in a bench seating, a king-size bed, as well as a full dressing table. And on the right-hand side, you can see this is where the walk-in wardrobe will be, as well as the island. So for the common bedroom, we have designed it for a gamer, um, able to fit in a study table as well as a single size bed. And in the other common bedroom, we have designed it as a girl's room for a K-pop lover, able to fit in a queen size bed. And we also have this little multi-purpose space that we have styled as a hobby room for knitting in this case. And these are some of the images of the HUD ID for the kitchen, as well as the yard and utility area. And this is the master bathroom. So in the master bathroom, you get the marble walls and floors. And finally, in the common bathroom, it's very similar to the two-bedroom unit, large format tiles as well. So this is the end of the interior concept and breakdown.
Okay, thank you, Alex, Pik Chong, and May. But I have some questions for the panelists. I think the one thing that I would like to know from Alex is that maybe Alex can share what are the two features or design in this development that he really likes about, and one thing the other which unit he likes best in Amber House and the reason. Yeah. Alex?
Thank you, Jeff. As a designer for all the project that I have done, I always believe in designing what you think you want to use and how the user want to use. So, like for me, we have, as I explained earlier, we have three three type of units over here. We have two bedrooms. That's the type B1. For one thing I like about that unit is partly just to recap, this is a harmonized GFA, so it doesn't have balcony for the B1. So the beauty about that is that it makes the room very efficient. It gives me what I need. But the one for myself as a designer, I really love the three bedroom, and because I entertain a lot and cook a lot, so the type B3, yeah, that's the one I like. That it give me privacy, let me allow extend the internal and external space, internal and external spaces usage, and I can entertain, I can cook for the all the usage around that space. So yeah, I think the three bedroom C3 see-through is a very nice and value for this area. Not forgetting, one of the thing that Far East make the unit bigger is because people who stay here, all the family that stays here, they have more money and they're willing to pay for better spaces for their unit. And coming back to the what's so special about this design is that one thing is that we raise up this deck area. We want to be, instead of for even such a small plot, we want to have more green for the residents. Not only more green, and we also raise up the deck so that you have more privacy. Many of the development, if you notice, they tend to touch on the ground, where the two bedroom, three bedroom, you have less privacy and it's near the road. By raising up, we have quieter for the residents and better privacy, and even the activity space are away from the public eyes. Yeah, that's my view. Thanks.
You did mention about bigger space. So actually right now we're in this 3+ study unit with private lift. So I think for the master bedroom itself, I think I also heard from me, she mentioned that the bedroom size is very spacious. Right. So maybe you can share like how you think this will benefit the user or the buyer, like from ID point of view.
For us, because in a typical master bedroom, normally you'll only be able to fit in a king size bed, and if you're lucky enough, a dressing table. But in this case, because of the generosity in space in this master bedroom, we are also able to create a seating area that also features the corner window that the architect has created.
Yeah, I agree, May. So, because of the area that we have being harmonized, so as you can see, the bedroom itself, the master itself, you have the sitting, you have the king size, and you have a side table, and you have a very long, generous 2.5 wardrobe, and also the dressing table. So all this for the wardrobe itself, the provision on site is a 2.6 meter sliding, so you have even more space for storage. Yep.
I think for the design intent for elevating the ground, right? Maybe I bring you all through back to the facilities plan. I'm going to the facilities. Yeah, I think this part here. So maybe Pei Chun can share a bit more about this elevation of, because I think the agents themselves, they will need to know why we elevated the ground. And as we all know, this plot is not exactly very big. And we, in terms of the design part, we really put in a lot of emphasis on the arrival experience. And also, you also can share on like how the user of the facilities will enjoy more privacy. Because for a lot of typical design itself, they may not enjoy this much of privacy when they are in the facilities area.
Thanks, Jeffrey, for pointing this important feature of this development. For a small plot like Amber House, normally in terms of design-wise, it's challenging because where the tower sits and occupy most of the site and all that, then we are left with not much opportunity to do a lot in terms of finding a solution for arrival as well as finding spaces for amenities. In this project itself, you notice, as Alex earlier mentioned to you also, the homes or the unit itself is lifted up. The ground on the E-deck itself is opened up, which we can then introduce amenities that support both the function room and also the arrival courtyard itself is also a nice one. Also on the roof itself, all residents is able to actually access the roof. The main pool is up there. You can enjoy the view that this location is able to offer, even if you have purchased a unit that is on the lower floor. So having a project with a roof garden like Amber House, I think do have that unique advantage that some other development in this vicinity do not.
Okay, thank you, Pei Chong. So I think we managed to get some insights from the designer, architect, also landscape designer, and also interior designer. So as you all know, I think our team have already extended the invitation to all our fellow agents to join in our physical on-site briefing for Amber House from 18th of June all the way till 24th of June. Right, I think just now when I asked those questions, we wanted y'all to further understand the design intent. But I think I always say a picture speak louder or more than 1,000 words. I'll be doing a sneak preview of how the development will look like using our work in progress video fly through. So please take note, this is just to show y'all the whole design intent and the concept of this development. When the final fly through is ready, we'll be sharing with y'all the YouTube link so you're able to use this asset. But so for now, it's really just to finish off and show you how this development will look like when it's completed. But like what I mentioned, it's best for you to come down and have a look at this development. And from there, you'll be able to better appreciate the space. Right? Can you all go through? Yeah. Yeah, can. So with that, I would like to thank your time. And so do stay back to have a look at the video fly through. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for your time. So, like what Alex have mentioned, if you all have any question or any further inquiries, do surface this question to my team, the team members who have invited you, and we will try to address them if it's not in our FAQ, right? So, that's all for our session today. Thank you. See you all in our actual gallery, and thank you.